Pickaxe.
Hi there, listeners. Your Game Master Shawn O'Hara here. Just letting you know that this is the Season 1 finale of Mall Brats. And after this, we're going to take a quick little 2-month hiatus while we get Season 2 ready for you.
And in the off-season, we'll be releasing some tasty little pieces of extra content.
Mall chats,
we'll do a talk back on the first season.
Mhm.
Might have some guests come in, pop in, do one-shots in this world.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are interested in hearing more of what you've heard this last season and want to hear more of us, you can join us at our flagship show, Spout Lore.
It's a really good show.
Or you can join us at patreon.com/spoutlore to hear all of Mall Brats Season 2, which we will be back for June 30th.
right before Canada Day.
Yeah.
Right before Canada's Day.
The most Canadian podcast on Pickaxe releasing on Canada Day.
Yeah, we actually are for sure the most Canadian podcast on the network.
That's great.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Hello, Pickaxe. Welcome to Canada.
Remember how you used to own us? Not anymore.
Except actually, they kind of still do.
We actually still
Actually,
fucking...
all of them are on our money still.
Yeah. Shout out to the king.
No, we drive on the other side of the road here.
Yeah, we drive over here.
But our governor general has to talk to the king sometimes.
Sure, we use their language and everything we do.
Yeah.
And sure, we have to have a portrait of the king on all our boats.
We have to.
We genuinely had, when I worked at the military newspaper, we had a portrait of the queen. And that was just in a drawer because they were like, we don't want to put it up. So
We
I put it
have
up in
to
my
have it.
office and I was like,
you have to have.
Yeah.
So
You're
what?
supposed to
Maybe
have
we're
one.
all legally required to have the middle name Elizabeth.
So what? That technically the governor general somehow contains some kind of occult presence of the royal family.
oh, like they're the avatar of the monarchy.
That's sort of how Canada was set up. Is the governor general is the avatar of the royal family?
Well, I mean,
incarnate in North America.
you're
our
describing
court system,
authority
too.
though. So like any person with authority is technically an occult representation
Yes.
of an idea.
Kind
They were
of.
granted
Yeah.
that authority
Yeah.
by the crown.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Capital T, capital C, the crown. That is a strange
It's
concept.
So
Yeah.
weird. Like in courts, there's a little bit of the queen in every court.
Yeah.
Now the king.
So thank you, England, for taking us back. The podcast, the prodigal son of podcasting returns to the sceptered isles of Britannia. XXXX.
Oh, Britannia, Rhoda.
June 30th, the day before Canada Day.
In the mud. All right, we'll see you June 30th, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Gather round, friends, let me tell you a tale of three scoundrels, grabby and small. A hippie, a dancer, and a sweet talker who live in High Spear Mall. You've seen them around, they sell sweets by the pound. Their wares are famously tasty. So here I sit, singing to you of crimes involving pastry. Clover's the whisper, she makes all the sweets. She has a corn dog addiction. Fenton's the slob, he sleeps in a safe and writes vampire fanfiction. Franklin's the cutter, his fighter's strength does hide his dancer's home. Best and brightest they may not be, but that's my favorite part. So gather round, friends, and listen close, for the tale's about to start.
All right, welcome everybody to Spout More Mall Brats. I'm your game master, Shawn O'Hara, and joining me as always, playing Fenton Beasley the Slide, Abdul Aziz.
Hello, everybody.
Playing Franklin Stein the Cutter, Paul Oppers.
Hiya.
And playing Clover, Ivy Fern the Whisper, Jessica Ty.
Hi, everyone.
When last we left the Cool Treat Kids, they had begun planning for a retaliatory strike against the Wild Nogs. The plan was to infiltrate the business front / distillery brew house of the Nog Hogs,
Yes.
the upper level gang of the Wild Nogs, and destroy their Nog and blame it on the Wild Nogs. in the course of that, the gang went to Wheels R Us, the base of operations for the Wild Nogs, and started a fucking brawl so Clover could steal some jackets,
Hell yeah.
which you will be wearing to break into the brew house and then leaving behind to blame on the Wild Nogs?
Yeah, I guess so.
Something like that.
Yeah, we're gonna tamper with the large supply of eggnog.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We have to be seen doing it too, wearing the jackets.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Part of it.
Totally.
We could act like we're there on business.
Yeah.
All we have to do is act like a bunch of pricks.
Yeah. And there's a huge shipment happening now because
Mhm.
it's Charles Eve time.
Yes. So that's like the double-sided benefit of this is you'd be blaming it on the Wild Nogs, hopefully, but also destroying their Nog supply for Charles Eve, which is huge.
Okay.
Borbo went to do some reconnaissance on Nogweisers, the restaurant that they serve all their Nog out of,
Yeah, and they have a mascot called the Nog Miser.
which is a terrifying pig man or something.
Yeah.
And he ran into a little bit of a complication when a pretty young woman sat down at his table and distracted him for a while.
Oh, that woman was
Allison,
Allison.
the succubus, who is just in the mall, apparently,
Mhm.
passing through, hopefully. And then Borbo came to, and sorry, he came as well.
Mhm.
No, he snapped out of it and went into the back to do some reconnaissance, and then a few minutes later burst out of the back running
Yeah.
with a mug full of Nog and a handful of papers.
Mhm. Also, the Kessler and Ropes thing.
Oh, right.
No.
Clover went to speak to Seamus O'Shamuson to gather some information about the Wild Nogs operations. He wasn't able to give her much information besides the location of their bike shop, and also found out that Seamus is now dating Kessler and Ropes, leader of the Pixie Sticks, who you have had some run-ins with in the past. And Fenton was able to find out from the Hubberstone twins that Kesserin is only dating Seamus in an attempt to raise the status of the Pixie Sticks in association with the Hot Meat Boys.
Mm.
Yeah. Some real, social situations going on.
Yeah.
Pretty mature.
Duplicities.
You kids are growing. Has anybody ever had a birthday? I feel like we've gone a full year.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Maybe our birthdays are coming up.
Yeah.
Maybe you all chose the same birthday because
Yeah,
you can't
as-
remember when you're
Yeah, as
born.
orphans, it's kind of like Charles Eve. They just come up. And
Oh.
you
Yeah.
don't get enough presents for the other one.
All the
Yeah.
orphans in the mall chose the same birthday.
Oh, yeah. It's Orphan's birthday.
Yeah,
there
Orphan's
is a
Day.
nice Orphan's Day.
Yeah.
That's really cute and sad.
That is really sad. We're going to have to hold on to that for another
Yeah.
episode. And yeah, that is where we find our heroes now. I'm going to say we're recuperating. We're regrouping after Borbo burst out of
Mhm.
the Nogmisers.
Yeah.
So, it's about an hour later because it takes a long time to traverse this mall.
Mhm.
But you did run most of the way. Borbo's great. He's got a sheen going on. His heart rate is at maximum efficiency. He's like, I haven't had a run like that in forever. That was amazing. I'm feeling peak efficiency.
Man, he is high on the nog.
He's doing squats right
Yeah.
now. He's just the sweater vest he's wearing is bulging. He's like ripping it as he's doing all these squats and lifts.
And Fenton is slumped on the ground next to him, just like a pile.
Yeah, and Borbo is he reaches down and grabs Fenton and starts curling him. Grabs the scruffs and his shoes and is just like, oh, God, I feel so good right now. Okay, so here's what I learned. They are brewing there. That's where they brew for sure. And you kids, here's what I decided you're gonna do. You're going to roll your engagement roll now,
Oh.
and this is going to determine whether or not you're in a good situation or a bad situation.
Is it 2d6?
Okay, so you start with 1 die for sheer luck. Take +1 die if this operation is particularly bold or daring.
I think so.
I'd say so, so that's +1. Is it overly complex or contingent on too many factors? Not really.
No. I think it's ruin it.
Yeah.
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 That's what we do best.
Yeah, cause trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're fine there. Does the plan's detail expose the vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest?
I guess they're weakest at the nog.
brew house,
Yeah. And at Christmas.
Yeah, because if you destroy this brew house during Charles Eve, then
Yeah.
so you'll take a +1 die for that. Is the target strongest against this approach, or do they have particular defenses that would make... I feel like they might have...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They might be pretty vigilant during Charles Eve, so you'll
gonna-
lose a die for that.
Oh, okay.
Because they're so tucked in.
Are any enemies or rivals interfering in the operation?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
The
know.
Wild Nogs might not know that this is what your plan is. They just thought you wanted to fight them.
Yeah. What about Kessler and Ropes? She's
she
in the
doesn't
wind.
know.
Oh, but you asked Seamus about it.
Oh.
So she knows that you've been asking
she
around.
Squeezed him for
Yeah.
information.
Okay,
Do you
minus
think
1
so?
die.
Fuck.
Yeah.
She wilded out of
Yeah, Kesserin's probably doing shit in the background trying to fuck us over right
Who
now.
knows? Yeah, so what do we got?
2.
2. Okay, roll them.
Here we go. 3 and a 2.
That is a failure. You're in
No.
a desperate position when the action starts.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay, so Borbo goes over what he saw, and he explains that there are like 6 huge vats in the back that they're brewing all the nog in. There were a lot of people working and bottling, and there were a decent amount of guards, just kind of armed with the usual stuff, clubs or whatever.
Okay.
so there's like a loading bay at the back.
Yep.
There's a bottling machine between the vats and the loading
Loading.
dock.
Yeah. Perfect.
And there's flats of bottles coming up, crates and crates of bottles of nog.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
wow.
Ceramic bottles with little pop-top
Yeah.
ceramic.
Beautiful.
And they're also loading terrines too for the wild nogs to take out.
What if we go in at night
Mm-hmm.
when no one's working?
Yeah, sneaking
Yeah.
after hours
Mm-hmm.
as wild nogs. Oh yeah, and we could be like, we are trying to steal nog so we don't have to pay for it, and then sell it so we can make extra money
Oh.
as the fake wild nogs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
wild nog's gone wrong. So then
Yeah.
we're going to brew dissent within the wild nog.
Yeah.
Totally.
Nog's gone wild.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So you 3 dress in your wild nog disguises, head to the back area of Nogwisers, and you start sneaking in through a side door that Borbo showed you.
What if like 2 of us act as the Nogs, and then
Yeah.
we have one of us who's gonna go in and like
Ruin it.
ruin?
Yeah.
Oh,
like that.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so who's that one?
I'm down to be the one of the wild nogs.
Yeah, I think maybe having us, because most of the wild nogs are like little scrappy dudes.
Okay, so Clover's gonna do the sneaking in.
Sure.
Okay.
So I'll dress all in black.
Yeah, you've already been dressing
Black
all in
velvet.
black.
Yeah, my black. Oh,
Oh, okay,
This is
perfect.
the transformation.
Yeah.
It took the outfit to lock in what we. Oh, that actually makes sense because I like black velvet.
okay, black velvet, and I've put eyeliner on, but so chunky because I kept messing up the lines.
Oh.
Nice. So how much do you have on?
I don't know. Like, I just want it to look natural.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Okay, I keep going.
Keep putting it on.
No. Keep do the next thing. I mean.
Oh, sorry. This is it. I guess I could put my hair. Okay, I put my hair up and I stuff it under like a dark toque.
Oh, perfect.
Sick.
Okay.
That's good.
And what else to make me sneaky?
What clothes is she wearing?
It was all black velvet stuff.
Yeah.
Like the 90s stirrup tights. So black velvet of that.
Oh yeah, those.
Yeah. Black velvet like
Wow.
top, turtleneck.
Cool. You look like a cat burglar.
Thank you.
So warm.
And I have some really shitty ballet shoes because I thought they'd be very sneaky.
Yeah, they look sneaky.
Yeah.
Those are the only thing that aren't black. Those are
they're
bright
just
pink.
Pink.
Yeah.
And Borbo's watching all this happen with like crossed arms. It's like, I'm gonna come with. I'm gonna
What?
come with you.
Do you think this is gonna go bad?
No, I'm gonna like be nearby.
Okay.
You got to taste the dog, don't you? Are you hooked?
On the nog?
Yeah.
No.
Really? You were like guzzling that.
Yeah.
I wasn't guzzling it, I was chugging it. Guzzling implies a lack of control. Chugging is a challenge to be overcome.
You couldn't breathe through it.
Okay, let's go. And he starts loading up. Like he has a backpack and he puts like a baseball bat in it and
Whoa,
like like another baseball, like a catcher's mask, like a cage
yeah.
mask.
Yeah.
He just hasn't found a bunch of baseball stuff somewhere, it looks like. He's got baseball shorts on. He's got the shirt.
Got Umbro shorts.
Yeah.
Long socks.
Yeah, the long socks with the cleats. I guess I just have a baseball outfit on. Baseball's the same here, I guess.
Oh, it's the Poofs team baseball.
The beer league.
Yeah, the
Oh
beer
yeah.
league Poofs.
He's the umpire for poofs.
And yeah, you head off. So Franklin and Fenton are sneaking in. Clover is going in through an even more back way to sneak into the facility itself.
Yeah, she's going in through the employee door.
Yeah, totally. And you're creeping through the actual Nog Wisers itself as Fenton and Franklin, with Borbo nearby, go in through like a side loading door. He's there if things go really bad.
And also to grab a couple of bottles of Nog that he seems to be immediately addicted to.
He has a camel pack on that he wants to fill up.
He's like, no. Whatever you see, any grab it. And Clover, you're like in it. You go into the back and you immediately enter the like cavernous brew house, and you're trying to creep around. You're pretty deep in. You see guards mingling about, and you see Fenton and Franklin on the other side as they creep in. And there is one of the Wild Nog's bosses, the supervisor of the Wild Nogs, a Nog Hog, who, I guess if they're bootleggers, is like, hey, what are you kids doing back here?
Oh, yeah.
He's got a fedora. He's got a long coat and a tie. And he's like, kids, hey.
What? Hey.
Hey, it's us. We're Wild Nogs.
Couple of Wild Nogs.
Yeah, delivery's until tomorrow. What are you doing here? What are you doing?
We came for early pickup for some of the
Charles Eve Nog special delivery.
Yeah, we're doing old folks' homes first. Because they're gonna die soon.
Well, I was not informed of any of this. This is not. Who are you? Are you? You don't look familiar. Have you been here before?
Yeah, my name's Nimble Street.
That doesn't ring a bell.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm Nimble Street, and I'm here for early pickup for the old folks' home.
Somebody roll something.
I guess I'm rolling swag.
Yeah.
5 and a 6.
Okay. He's like, no, that's not. There's no early delivery. I would have known if there was. So
Well,
just maybe.
We're here for the very late delivery. We were supposed to be here earlier, but we got held up because did you hear our clubhouse got attacked by a bunch of ding-dongs?
What? No, I didn't hear that.
Well, they were super cool, but they laid us right out.
Come on, kids. It's almost Charles Eve. I don't want to. Just come with me.
Okay.
Come on. Come here.
Okay.
Thank you.
God. Son of God. Mokes. Fuck. He starts leading you away.
Okay.
But now you are with a Nog Hog just in the facility. Clover, you are free to operate.
Yeah, I am sticking close to the wall in the shadows, and I'm tiptoeing on my ballet shoe feet.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a sneak roll.
Okay, I have 1 in prowess.
So yeah, you would roll 1 die.
Okay. Please. 3.
3.
Fuck.
That's a failure.
Shit.
And you are trying to like get out of your little hidey hole. And just as you're about to step out, 2 Nog Hogs like approach, and they're both lighting up cigarettes, and they lean up against the crates right in front of you. He's like, man, this is the worst time of year. So stressful. And he's like, oh, I know. My God, my husband has just been up my ass lately. The kids want this for Charles Eve. They want that for Charles Eve. Oh, I know how it is. And they're just talking. They're not gonna. It sounds like this is a conversation that's gonna be going on for a while.
Dang it.
No.
Is there something I can like throw or
Oh yeah, look at your.
Okay, so my gear. So I brought like, it's just on me, just so you guys know. I brought a bunch of like gross dried herbs that I have, and like I swept the floor in the sugar shack, and I put in a big baggie.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I haven't swept that floor for years.
Years. And it's got so much glitter and glue from my scrapbook, and so much scuff from Franklin's dance moves and all his makeup.
Great. So you can mark that off on your gear if you want. We'll say that's arcane implements.
After Clover swept up, we were like, holy shit, the floor is brown? What?
How long has this been brown? There's wood down here? Fuck.
It's a big baggie.
Yeah. So what is your plan with the baggie?
I was gonna dump it in the vats.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Yeah.
Gross.
I know.
Yeah.
So much hair in there.
So in terms of distraction, yeah, like if you have candy, like Pop Rocks or something, you could probably throw it.
Okay. Yeah, I can mark off Pop Rocks, and I whip them as far as I can.
Okay. So we'll call that prowess to see how effective this is.
Police!
Fucking
2.
shit.
Wow.
Rolling so bad.
Yeah, so you throw your pop rocks and you
Yeah.
think you throw them really good, but you throw them straight up so hard. And they hit the bottom of the catwalk that's above you and just go bang. And the 2 dudes in front of you look up and go, what the fuck was that? And they start looking around and they are about to see you.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, what do you do?
Oh, I'm behind crates?
Yeah.
I'm going to wedge myself into one.
Okay. That's also going to be a roll.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Prowess, probably. Yeah.
Prowess.
There we go.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Yes.
You
Cat burglars move.
Yeah.
Yeah. You shove yourself into the crates, and the guys look around, and they're trying to look by like the light of their cigarettes because they don't have any lamps or anything.
Lighting their lighter.
Yeah. And they're like, whoa, the fuck was that? This place, I swear to God, it's going to fall down on our heads one day. It's a rickety piece of shit place. And they start walking away, and they're like, let's go to the break room. We got to stop hanging out under this catwalk. And then they disappear. And we cut to Fenton and Franklin, who have been taken into an office. There's a radio in the corner playing trumpet music of some kind.
Oh wow.
There's a guy pouring a big bottle of eggnog into a little tumbler, swirling it around, takes a slug, puts it on the table. Some guys playing dice and cards. Really smoky in here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, can I get a hit of that?
No? What are you, 3?
What?
Yeah, what are you, 3 years old? They all start laughing to
Hey,
each
I'm
other.
13 and a half, butthole.
Only kids say and a half, kid. You're either 13 or you're 14.
Oh, I'm 13.
All right, that's what I thought. And the guy who led you in takes you to a desk in this room and sits you down in some chairs. Take a seat.
Okay.
I'm going to see what this early, late delivery business is all about.
I don't know what to tell you, man. Sadler told us to come down here. He said that there would just be like crates that were like full that we should just grab.
Sadler? He
Yeah.
like doesn't even open the book when you say that. Sadler told you to come down here?
Yeah, he said that it would be like extra inventory that you guys wouldn't need and that we could sell off.
He said there's
What?
a couple of crates maybe that could fall off the back of the truck if you know what I'm talking about, huh?
Why would our merchandise fall off the back of a truck?
You know how you always give us extra so we can sell and pay for our clubhouse?
Somebody roll something.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'm doing sway.
Yeah, you're lying to
Yeah.
him.
To try and convince him that Sadler's been sneaking in and stealing shit.
Sadler's trying to pull something on the side.
Yeah, and selling it to like outfit, I guess, the clubhouse
Yeah.
with shit. And
You guys could tell him like all the cool
Yeah.
shit that's in there.
Oh yeah. All right, here we go. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff at the clubhouse that I don't even know how we can afford it. It's really crazy. Fucking shit. 2 2s.
2 2s.
Oh god.
Okay, so he puts the book on the table and he's like, Sadler told you that there was going to be extra merchandise down here that you could grab and sell off.
Yeah, well, I guess he
Yeah.
said that there's extras that we should come down and grab.
Go get the extras so we can finish our games room, he said. So
Yeah.
get another pinball machine.
Frankie, lock the door. And a big
No,
like,
Frankie, don't do that.
Ricky, please leave the door unlocked.
Frankie, please don't lock the door. I don't want you to do that.
an orc with like huge thick arms, like, and the button down shirt rolled up with the suspenders and a hat, walks over and locks the door and stands in front of it.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
And this guy leans in. Let's see if I can find the name real quick.
Roy McCoy.
All right, Roy it is.
Yeah.
So Roy leans in. And he goes, if you kids have been pulling a fast one on us, trying to sell our stuff off on the sly, maybe you're going to hang around here until we can get Sadler in here to clear this all up.
No, don't. Oh no.
Don't pull the leader in. He'd be...
Empty your pockets right now.
Okay. Then Fenton
maybe
like
sound.
takes all the goop out of his pockets and he starts smearing it on Roy's desk. Here you go.
Are you telling me that your pockets just have goop in them?
They have different kinds of goop.
So what you are telling me, Abdul Aziz, the player playing Fenton Beasley, is that you do not have any access to any inventory except for the goop.
I have the goop, and then also my cane sword.
All right, hand it over.
No, this cane isn't special to me.
Okay, hand it over.
Fine, here you go.
He takes the cane sword and he pops it open and he closes it and he goes, "You get this in a gift shop?" Throws it over his shoulder.
Wait, no. I got it in a souvenir shop.
What? How small is this room? How close is everybody together?
It's probably about as big as this room. So how big would you say this room is? 20 by 30 by 40?
This whole room?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a break.
They're
room.
like, this is like a back room.
Oh.
Yeah. This is like their office, basically.
Yeah, like 30 feet by 15 feet.
Okay. So it's about that size. Like the farthest person is 40 feet from you. And it's the dude who is drinking eggnog at the table.
Franklin's pulling out all of his different, starts pulling out weapons, and like that classic thing, like, all right, put your knives, and he's pulling out like a little jackknife, and like, nah, keep it coming. Then they keep getting bigger and more, like more swords and like, sharpened things, and
Pulling him out of his
brass
boot,
knuckles.
pulling him over the shoulder. Yeah.
Clipping something in his sleeve and pulls out like some like a Mars bar nunchucks.
Whoa.
Keira Knightley handing over all her guns in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Totally that.
Oh yeah, and he pulls into his pockets, and he has just all this like two handfuls of powder, and holds it up to the guy.
What do you want me to do with this powder?
I want you to sleep, and it's trance powder.
Oh.
Wow.
Franklin blows it in his face, does a somersault over, and tries to spread it in everybody's face, right? And trance powder everybody.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah.
So this is desperate for sure.
Okay.
So mark down a point of experience. You're about to level up again.
I'd say this is finesse prowess, trying to get
definitely,
around to
yeah.
everybody and blow this trance powder in.
But it's going to be great effect because they're all pretty tight together.
yeah. And the door's locked. There's nowhere to.
Yeah.
Totally.
Hey Fenton, plug your nose.
Okay.
Puts his fingers. Pulls his fingers all over.
Abdul just jammed both fingers so
Both
far
index
into
fingers.
his nose. It looks like painful. Like your nose kind of changed color when you did it.
my god.
God, that looks like it hurts so much.
Feels great. Feels great is what it feels like.
All right. Do you want to increase this roll in any way?
Yes.
Do you want to take a devil's bargain?
Oh my God, do I ever?
Yeah, maybe you don't have time to plug your nose.
Oh, so
that's
you're going to
great.
get knocked out.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
could. Yeah, I don't have time. I need both my hands to
Yeah.
spread the powder.
Okay, so that's 3 dice. But it means that regardless of the outcome of the roll, you're going to be knocked out.
Okay.
Here we go.
Trance powder in the room. 4.
4.
Holy
okay.
shit.
Wow.
Okay.
That's so many dice and no 5s or 6s.
How are we rolling so badly?
Some of them just go like this.
We're coming in with a half-ass plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is okay, so this is a mixed result.
Great.
What do we think this is going to be? Roy's out.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Frankie's out too, but the guy at
He's
the
blocked the
table,
door.
he's blocked the door. Perfect. He's like a full-grown orc that is laying in front of the door, and Franklin is knocked out. So describe this
He
again.
just says, Ben, good luck. Just tumble, boom, blah, 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 and then passes out and like, do your best, bud.
It's like,
Face first.
yeah, it's like a Sherlock Holmes fight scene where he's planned
Yeah.
it all out in his head, and then
Yeah.
it takes 4 seconds to happen, and Fenton's just sitting in a chair as everybody.
His fingers up his nose.
Yeah. Everything falls. Papers are fluttering and Fenton's sitting in the exact same position. He's like,
Wow.
I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Shit.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Borbo Borbum Borblo, and I'm trying to go on tour with my band B4, the Burley Beach Bod Bros, and we've got some sponsors that we need to play to raise tour funds. Check them out. Are you a budding detective, a wannabe do-gooder, or just have an eye for detail? Are you looking for a task that will be both rewarding and help those in need? Then please, help me. I'm stuck in the service elevator behind the Caprice Theater. I tried to pry the door open with my keys, but I dropped them down a hole and just made it worse. Please hurry. Well, I think all of that stuff sounds pretty sick, and I would buy it all now. Is that it? Have I fulfilled my contractual obligation? Yeah, you can leave. Okay, great. Bye. Okay, bye. We're going on tour!
We'll cut back to Clover. You wedge yourself in these boxes.
Yeah, so now that the coast is clear, right? I sneak back out and I'm going to, I guess, climb up that overpass thing that overlooks the, what do they call
Vats?
it? Yeah, the vats of Nog.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so something to think about, and you can definitely do a roll to do this, is you don't really know how any of this works. You know that you have a bag, so you'd be able to get it in one vat.
Or maybe there's like a drain on the vats you can find.
Yeah, you could roll something to get more information about how this thing works.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So it could be survey or study, or could maybe be rec, but it'd be limited effect probably.
I will survey.
Okay.
My God.
That was a failure.
Yeah.
This is a
I
1.
rolled a 1.
Shit.
This thing is arcane.
Fuck.
There's like so many you know quite a lot about machines, mostly how to destroy them for a kid your age.
Yeah, and also like I know how to distill things, but it's mostly things like essential oils.
Which is mostly just leaving some leaves in a jar for a long time.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, it doesn't look like a distillation thingy. There's no steam. There's no cooling system.
This
Where
is
do you even put the leaves in this thing?
Yeah.
this is what you were expecting the whole time.
Where does the hydrosol go?
And now that you're looking at this thing that's like huge vats covered in pipes, all like running to different other conduits, you're like, fuck.
I do see that they're being churned. So I
Yeah.
wonder if there's a thing that I could, if I can't get all the gross stuff into like all the vats, maybe I can clog some of the machinery and that way it can all overheat and curdle or do something gross.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking, is if you can't find a way to contaminate all the Nog, maybe you can just destroy the machine.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Get back to that wreck that is the core of your being.
It is.
So how would Clover want to go about wrecking this machine?
Okay, so
What?
Oh, I was just like, maybe I'd date its girlfriend. As soon as
yeah, that's what I'm saying as I like monkey bar under like the overpass to get to the main machine.
Holy shit. It's so cool.
There's steam powered gears that they work and that's what controls all the blades, all the mixers. So I'm just like, well, Seamus thinks he can find someone cooler than me. I'll show him and his stupid girlfriend. What's her name? Kiss her my butt.
So yes, I'm gonna need another roll, I guess, to get to that thing without being caught, because there aren't no guards. Like there's still guards in the room for sure, and people working on stuff. Okay, so prowess.
Please.
3.
Fucking shit.
3.
What is
I'm so bad at this.
So you see that like beautiful, the gearbox, all this perfect confluence of all the things you want to destroy.
All this copper.
You use your little like saboteur like instincts, and you just in your mind's eye you can see all the diagrams like going to that gearbox, and you're like, oh, if I just wreck that thing, this whole thing would fall apart. And as you're monkey barring, like you got your hands through the grate, you put your hand up and you grab on and you're about to swing, and then you feel a pain in your hand as a guard up top steps on your hand. And you hear 2 voices going like, and these kids, they just want all the nicest stuff for Charles Eve. I just don't know what to do. It's like, I don't know what a fucking Mega Boy toy is. I don't know. And he's like, hey man, that's just what it is when you got a family. You got a bunch of kids and they want a bunch of stuff. Maybe what you should say is that Charles changed his mind and decided to be a thief again and stole all their toys. And you're just hanging there with this foot on your hand.
And I'm crying like... it's almost worse than the pain I feel in my heart.
So how do you want to get out of this? Do you want to take stress?
Yeah, I'll take stress.
Okay. So we'll call that 2 stress. So yeah, you are able to wiggle your fingers out in a way that isn't like further damaging. They're just
Yeah.
kind of sore.
And it's fine because honestly, my emotional well-being is so damaged right now that I don't even feel it anymore.
Holy shit,
Wow.
Black Velvet.
my
Wow.
God.
Or whatever.
Dark Willow.
Yeah.
Evanescence over here.
She was crying because the pain of her hand, and like she looks fucking insane.
Yeah.
now.
Right, all her makeup
Oh my
ran
God.
down her face.
Looks like her eyes are bleeding black.
Cool.
And we'll cut back to Fenton in the office. There's a huge orc in front of the door. Franklin is out asleep on the ground.
Fuck. Literally, this is the thing I'm worse. Okay, so I want to look around. What does the office look like?
Think about like a back room in a gangster movie. Like it's wooden desk. There's a radio, like I said, still playing music.
Is there like a window in it?
There's a window in the wall next to the door that overlooks the floor.
How far down does it go?
This office is on a catwalk, so you're 10 to 15 feet above the floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I pull the orc's pants off and try and make a rope ladder out of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to try. You're in a controlled position. Like you could get these pants off.
So I pull up my I run over and I grab my cane sword from where he threw it, and it's like, fucking gift shop my ass, piece of shit. And he whips the cane sword out, and then he points it at the guy, and then
At Roy?
yeah, Roy for a second, and then he like flicks it down and he slices through his belt and he rips his pants off, and then he does that with every adult in the room.
Yeah, and it's a bunch of boxers with hearts on them.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, classic. Yeah, so you got 3 pairs of pants and 3 belts.
Okay, and
Actually, 3 pairs of suspenders.
I want to turn them into a fucking rope ladder.
Okay.
Can I use study or survey?
It would probably be Tinker.
Fucking shit. I guess I am tinkering.
Okay.
Okay, so here's what I want to do, because I can't leave Franklin behind.
You could try and wake him up, dude. Like, you haven't even thought about that.
Do you have any like smelling salts or
Something smelly and salty.
like salted caramel or fizzy things? Any pop rocks?
Nah, my pockets are all just goop.
Yeah,
I
you
think I
already
established that.
Yeah, that's true.
God.
You just brought goop.
No, okay. I'm gonna use the goop, okay? Can I?
I mean, continue this thought.
I'm
Don't
gonna-
just say, I'm going to use the goop.
I'm gonna put it in his mouth, see if it wakes him up.
All right.
Franklin drowns.
This is a luck die. This isn't even a skill.
Is this a thing?
This is 1 die.
Okay.
And we'll just see how it goes.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, those are the 2 things I want to do. I want to make the rope ladder, want to wake Franklin
Okay.
up.
So roll your rope ladder then.
Rope ladder, 5.
Yep, decent rope ladder.
Okay.
Not going to hold both of you, but it'll hold Fenton.
Okay.
Yep.
And then the other one, fucking Franklin, wake up. I can't get out of here on my own. 1. Fucking shit.
Franklin's mouth, when he got knocked out, he clenched his jaw so hard. So you're trying to shove the goo into his teeth. You're just like, come on, buddy, eat the goo.
Eat the goo. It's wake up goo. It's the goo I eat when I need to wake up.
Oh, it's like protein goo.
And Franklin, through your trance, you feel Fenton trying to mash some sort of goo into your mouth, and you just know this is his wake up goo. And it is not working. So we'll come back to Clover. Clover is under the catwalks. Mm-hmm. Has she like posted up somewhere so she doesn't get her fingers stomped on anymore?
Yeah, she's on one of the pillar part.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's on a support
Like a beam. Yeah, beam.
I don't know.
Cool.
Like a little cat woman.
Yeah.
And she wants to go down to the main machine part to clog it up.
Okay. Yeah. So you're pretty close. So I guess it could just be a wreck, really.
Sure.
Like if you want to try and mess this up.
Yeah, I'm gonna slide down like a pole.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have wreck and I have prowess, so that means I can roll 2.
Yep. And you're using your bag full of shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll make this go from limited to standard effect.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'll get what you want.
So I got a 1 and a 5.
Oh, 1 and a 5. Okay, great. So let me just make sure that I understand. So the plan was to stop it from stirring so it like goes bad?
So
Yeah.
it sets. It's like making a hollandaise eggnog. You have to keep, because it's egg, so it all just it congeals.
Yeah,
It'll just
totally.
be solid that.
The thing I will say is the mixed success is it hasn't stopped yet. It will eventually, hopefully, but that might give people time to realize something's
no.
wrong and fix it. So you could risk it.
I'm gonna
and-
risk it.
And just leave?
No, oh sorry, I don't want to risk that. I want to risk myself to make and do something else.
Okay,
to
yeah.
make sure it stops.
Yeah, what else do you have in your gear? Because you could just be like, I'm just going to smash it up and then run.
Okay, so it says lightning hook, a spirit mask, armor, arcane implements, and tinkering tools.
Oh, tinkering tools. Like you could start loosening shit or like tightening shit.
Oh, I have a mushroom knife.
Oh, yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
So the only thing there is that you're going to have to get closer. Because
That's
you like
fine.
dropped the box in, but you're going to have to get in there and fuck with it.
Okay, I'm going to do a drop down.
Okay. So maybe we will make this a desperate wreck.
Sure.
So if you fail, it will be worse.
So I roll this.
Yep, you're rolling your wreck.
Come on.
Son of a fucking bitch.
1 and 3. This
Okay.
is absolute trash.
This is dog shit.
You're just going to have to think of another angle, I guess. So you get down there next to this box, and there's all these whirling gears and shit, and you're jamming your knife in. Time slows down for a second as you watch your knife get closer to these gears, and you can tell this thing's going to get ripped out of my hand. It's going to make a ton of noise, and they're going to know I'm here.
Okay.
So you can let that happen, or you can use some stress, or perhaps take a devil's bargain to roll again.
Yeah, so I would take 2 stress to make sure that this works.
It would be 3 stress because was a desperate roll.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Fuck. Holy shit.
No, I'm really close to drama.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, but you see your like knife going in, and you're like, wait, nope,
Yeah, wait, no.
and you pull it away at the last
Yeah,
second.
and like I can tell that. Okay, so the screws are very specialized and they're huge. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna unscrew it, and I'm gonna take them with me.
That's a great idea.
We can use that to pin it on. We can stash the screws at the Wild
Yeah.
Nogs
Yeah,
clubhouse.
totally.
So I'm gonna take.
That's great.
I'm gonna take one of the gears and all the screws.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, this will be one more wreck,
Okay,
and you're gonna try and steal some screws.
and one of the gears so they can't even put it back together.
Yeah, totally. Okay. Now, is there anything you want to do to give yourself more dice? You can spend 2 stress to push yourself and get an extra die, or you can take a devil's bargain.
What do you guys think?
I mean, if Clover's in like a reckless mood,
Uh-huh.
like you could take that stress and take the drama, and
oh yeah,
like
you know what? We haven't done this before.
We haven't
Yeah.
done any drama.
Let
I'm
me-
really like
Let me check trauma real quick. When you fill your last stress box, you take a point of trauma and reset your stress to 0.
Okay, so I have 1 drama.
oh fuck.
Okay, so how drama works. When you suffer drama, you're taken out of the action, only to come back later shaken and drained. When you return, you have 0 stress and your vice has been satisfied for the next downtime. Drama conditions are permanent. Your character acquires a new personality quirk indicated by the condition and can earn XP by using it to cause trouble.
Holy shit.
When you mark your 4th drama condition, your character cannot continue as a daring scoundrel. When you mark your 4th one, you're done.
Whoa.
Whoa.
All right. I mean,
man.
I already was very moody,
Yeah.
So
becoming very emo.
again,
Yeah.
these are the conditions. They're not on the sheet, but we're going to use them.
Yeah.
These are the conditions as suggested by Blades in the Dark, so they're more gothic crime stuff. Keep in mind. The conditions that you can choose from are cold, haunted, obsessed, paranoid, reckless, soft, unstable, and vicious.
What?
Jessica wrote down M emo now, frowny face.
There's something about undoing those gears and unscrewing it all. And I think also monologuing to myself, all that stuff. I was just like, my life's a sham. It's all because of you, Seamus, and you, Kesserin.
Yeah, man. So you'd be rolling 3 dice because you took an extra one for the stress.
I must succeed.
But that's the thing is if you don't succeed, you're still taken out.
It's okay.
You still have to go home because you're so stressed out.
Oh, she failed. Holy shit.
roll failure.
Failure.
Totally
Across the board.
failed.
Can I
Fuck.
3-3.
roll again?
Nice.
She gave Shawn such an insane look right
She
before
really did. It was kind of it was stressful to see actually. I mean, we could do it. You could do a devil's bargain and get another die and try one more time.
Sure.
Oh my god.
So what's
oh
the
my god.
what's the extra negative thing here?
Another drama.
No.
Oh, that's
No.
huge.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Just maybe
Maybe
harm.
she goes to juvie. She gets caught and she goes to juvie.
Oh, she gets busted by Corb Green as she's her
Do
security.
community service.
Oh, community service? That would wreck me.
Oh.
Yeah. I hate serving the community.
Please.
4.
4. Holy
Okay,
shit.
Mixed success.
Oh.
Jesus.
Okay, so that's the mixed success. Is pinning it on the wild nogs is going to be tougher because Clover has the stuff on her. Mm-hmm. But as she leaves, she's going to get nabbed.
Okay.
Because you guys had a wanted level anyways. Like, security's been looking out for you.
Yeah.
So is it Corb Green who finds me?
No, it's other security.
Maybe
Yes.
it's Millie.
Millie?
Yeah.
Betrayed by your friend.
Oh, she's going to be so disappointed
Yeah.
in you.
And you unscrew these bolts and take out a gear that was like off to the side that's only engaged during like bottling. So it's not like spinning while you take it out. And you're like, okay, that'll do it. And with that action, I am a criminal.
Yeah.
I can never go back now.
I have lost all innocence. And I will melt into the darkness.
12-year-old.
I know, and
Awesome.
if an adult heard that, they'd roll their eyes so hard.
She takes her journal with all of like the Seamus shit in it and she jams it into the gears and
Yeah.
it gets eaten to shreds.
Oh, whoa.
All my dreams, all my hopes and wants, I watch them flake away and rip apart. I'm like, it is done.
Wow.
Whoa.
This is wonderful growth.
Yeah, this is wild. And you slide down the beam and you creep out the way you came, moving like a shadow amongst shadows. And you come out into the mall and you walk away, heading back to the Sugar Shack thinking Fenton and Franklin are fine.
Yeah, I took my toque off and stuff. Like, you can tell it's me now.
And you see Borbo across the way watching you and he's like, oh, hey.
I'm like, hey.
And as you're waving, Millie, the security guard, and her partner, Tilly.
Vanilli.
Millie and Vanilli.
Oh yeah, Vanilla is her partner. Yeah.
And they both like basically come from opposite ends of the frame and stand in front of you. Hi, Clover.
Hi, I'm just walking home.
You got-
Nothing to see.
You got to come with us.
Why?
You kids have been causing enough trouble in the mall. It's time we took you in.
What? I'm not doing anything. I'm just going for a walk.
Yeah, well, you can tell it to security.
What, Millie?
I'm
Thought we
sorry.
were friends.
Clover, I'm sorry. This goes over my head.
I liked your scrunchie.
I know.
She takes the scrunchie out of her hair and she throws it on the ground.
This scrunchie doesn't mean anything anymore.
Oh my god, you had a lot right on the
I'm
scrunchie.
so sorry, Clover. I'm so sorry. And
So much trouble.
and security walks you away.
Fuck.
And Borbo.
Over.
We cut back to Fenton stuck in the office.
He started a fire.
It worked for Franklin.
That was his logic. Is like, what would Franklin do? And he took all of the nog and he poured it on all of the pants rope that he made, and it was like, fire time.
All right.
Someone's gonna come try and put out this fire. There's
Yeah.
humans up here.
Definitely.
Yeah.
There's a while where the smoke is just filling the room. It's getting pretty hard to breathe. And then it starts seeping through the door, and you hear boom, 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 boom. Hey, open there. What's going on?
Help! There's a fire and there's a fat orc in front of the door.
The door opens out.
The door swings out open, and there's just 3 adult men standing in the doorway.
Help! Help! I need an adult. These adults got too drunk and they passed out. I'm a member of the Wild Nogs. I need help. My friend is passed out on the ground because they let him drink too.
All right, Sway.
2 4s.
2 4s, mixed success.
Oh, I'm gonna take some stress to
Get another die.
Stressful situation.
So 2 stress.
6.
6. There we go. And because you have Mesmerist, they're gonna forget about you specifically.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah. So they burst into the room and they run past you and they grab a bunch of nog barrels and they start tipping them out over the fire to try and put it out.
Isn't there alcohol in nog?
There's some, but not enough that it's like flammable.
Okay.
That's why it was so much smoke.
It was basically a grease fire.
Yeah, they pour more nog on it and they're like, whoa, no! We always knew, don't put nog on a nog fire. But they are like, kid, get out of the way.
Can you help me drag my friend out of here? Okay.
They move Frankie out of the way. They start dragging the adults out of the room. And they just left you to your devices.
Because they're going to forget you. You could probably leave a patch.
Oh right, I leave the jacket behind. And can I try and drag Franklin out of there?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
So that would be something like prowess, probably.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
So you're rolling 2 and taking the lowest.
Whoa.
Oh, a 6 and a 4, yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Perfect. So it takes you a long time.
Yeah.
Long enough that more Noghogs have showed up to try and put out the fire and find out what's going on. So you drag Franklin out onto this catwalk.
Who's wearing a wild nog jacket?
Yeah. And they start asking you, like, what are you doing here, kid? Who is this? What are you?
I was a member of the Wild Nogs. They were supposed to pick up a weird shipment or something. I gotta go.
And they just run past you because there's a fire. They have other stuff to worry about.
That actually worked pretty good.
Yeah.
Setting fires, people, works great.
Yeah.
Let this be a lesson.
And the mixed success is that you're going to have to drag Franklin down a staircase.
Borbo's, he's outside.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's smoke, too.
Yeah.
So Borbo is probably seconds from bursting into this room because he also saw Clover get dragged away by security.
Oh, yeah. He knows everything's gone wrong. Like, he saw Clover get dragged away and then saw fire start on a second floor window.
That's a good point. So you see a Noghog down at the doorway. As he sees you dragging Franklin towards the stairs, he's like, hey! And Borbo comes bursting out of the door next to him and just slugs him right in the face. Borbo! And he's like, kids, get the fuck out of here.
I need help. Franklin's bigger than me.
He just runs and grabs you, and he slings Franklin over his shoulder, and he just grabs you by the back of your shirt, and he starts running out of the place.
Oh,
And he is running through the mall with both of you on his shoulders, and he gets tired because he's carrying 2 kids now. And he falls to the ground, basically in a hallway a few corridors away. He's like, Glover's gone. Glover's gone.
Franklin wakes up. What do you mean Glover's gone?
Glover's gone. Security got her.
No.
Oh, no. Security got Clover?
Security got Glover.
We're already wanted.
It was Millie. Millie took her. She's so cute. I can't trust her now. I was going to hit on her, but I haven't. And now I never will. She took Clover away. She took Clover away. He stands up and he takes his baseball bat and he snaps it over a pillar nearby. Clover!
Away!
Oh, kids, I'm so sorry. I should have been there. I'm security. And I didn't secure shit.
You did the best you could. You saved us when it really mattered, buddy. Thank you so much.
It doesn't matter anymore. And he pops a bottle of Nog and he starts slamming it.
You stole a nog while you were getting us out of there?
Priorities.
Did you steal that before or after you came and got us?
Don't ask me questions I don't want to answer. Let's get out of here. We gotta save Clover. Okay, so... Fuck. That's the end of the job.
Yeah,
Really?
sort of. There's always like a denouement afterwards, right?
Yeah.
is planting the thing. Oh, you have them. We can't plant.
Have them.
Yeah.
You guys could try to
Spring you.
maybe. Yeah.
Or you could go to security. Like, it's not a jail. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's the
to
ma-
us, it's a jail.
Yeah,
It's
it's
jail.
jail to us.
it's the mall equivalent of jail for sure.
I've already used some chalk to write one day on
In the
wall.
office.
But it's not chalk, it's a pen.
It's a pen. And it's just the wall.
What's her name? Tina
Tina Durger.
Tina
Oh, yeah.
Durger.
Oh, shit.
Ugh,
Head of security, Tina Durger.
so serious.
Yeah, so we cut to the office of the head of High Spear Mall Security, Tina Durger. Clover is in a chair having just drawn a 1 on the wall in pen. She's like, hey, kid, don't draw on my walls.
You can't tell me what to do.
Actually, she rips her badge off, leaving a hole in her shirt, and slams it on the counter. I can, because I'm the head of mall security.
Yeah, well, I'm the head of my own butt. So I draw another line on the wall.
Whoa, kid, you're on the fast track to detention. That's what we call it when we detain you.
I don't care. I've already been detained, so nothing can hurt me now.
Look, I know you and your little frostpot boys or whatever the hell your names are. What are you called? The ice cream kids?
I know this tactic, and I'm not going to answer anything. You can't get any information out of me.
What do you mean? No, you have to answer.
I don't care.
What? She looks over at the other. She looks
What are
over
you
at
gonna
Millie,
do? Tell my parents? I don't have any.
and she looks over at Millie, and Millie's like, "It's true, she doesn't." Oh. Okay, well, what I can do is throw you in holding until maybe you feel like answering some of my questions. What do you think about that?
Well, I think it is stupid, and I'm not going anywhere.
Well-
I cross my arms, and then I intertwine my legs through the chair as if they'll stop.
Nice.
You hook your feet around the chair
Yeah.
legs.
Yeah.
And then a giant orc comes over and just picks up the whole chair and then puts you in a cell.
Yeah, you get moved to an actual cell.
Wow.
Can I fight a bunch?
I mean, yeah, you could try something for sure.
Sure.
Whoa,
Should
yeah,
I?
yeah, no preteen girl
Yeah.
fight where it's just their spindly
flailing.
legs flailing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Pulling
you,
hair.
That's terrifying in a really weird way.
yeah.
and if you pull it off, you might actually be able to break out of
Oh,
Cool.
shit.
the hold of whoever this is and get away.
So is it wreck, kind of?
Or
Skirmish?
probably skirmish.
Okay, so 1.
Yeah, so roll 4. Okay, so you get picked up by this orc. She's like, "Come on, kid, you're just going to a cell. It's fine."
No, I'm not gonna. So I kick my legs up with the chair and I start flailing my arms
Yeah.
and pulling on her hair and her clothes.
And she is trying so hard to get a hand on you.
It's really difficult.
Yeah, it's like holding a
Wild.
cat. Yeah.
I haven't let go of the chair yet. I'm using it as
Leverage.
leverage.
Like a wrestling match.
Yeah, you
WWFing.
kicking it everywhere.
But you actually you bop her in the nose in that way where it doesn't break or anything, but getting hit in the nose always hurts.
She gets
It makes me
teary.
mad.
Yeah, and she goes and she drops you, and you're free for a second.
I bolt.
yeah.
I bolt.
Yeah, so prowess. Yep.
5.
5.
Finally.
Oh.
Fucking
Yeah.
finally.
Nice.
So that's another mixed success. I'm going to say that the mixed success on this is not that you are not going to get away. I think you are going to get away, but there's going to be wanted posters up for Clover Ivy
shit.
for
And that's why she has to dye her hair black.
oh,
Doing the
fugitive.
lamb.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
And
my
Millie-
prized hair.
Yeah.
Mm,
Millie knows where you live, right?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you're gonna have to not go home for a
Oh.
while.
I have to live with Greg.
Oh, no.
right.
Fuck.
Okay.
It's the only
So
way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
so you got you know what I think it is? Borbo, Fenton, and Franklin are going to the head security office to be we got to get Clover. And they are pretty far away down the hallway, but they can see the office and they hear a crash and a bunch of yelling. And then Clover comes bursting out of the door and you make eye contact with all 3 of them and security's on your tail and you start running the other way.
Yeah.
You look at them and you just run away from
Yeah.
them. And they see, you guys see Clover run off with security on her tail.
Clover.
Clover!
Okay, no. And Borbo puts his hand on you guys. We're going to have to figure out another way.
We can't scam these kid gangs any longer. And yet we're still afraid to stop the fight. What started out as shit talk is now a gang war. And all we did was piss upon their bikes. We tell ourselves that it's cool, treat kids forever. We say that consequences won't draw near. But Clover's now got drama that's forever. Will she now be emo with emotions we must fear? And even as we wonder where she's running to tonight, we know her drama will pose issues for anyone she tries to fight. And she